Good evening from the Granada News Centre. First tonight, a murder inquiry has been launched following the death of a nurse in Oldham. 26-year-old Deborah Romero's body was found by paramedics at a flat on Vale Drive in Wearmouth. Originally from the Philippines, she'd been working as a staff nurse at the Royal Oldham Infirmary. It's believed she'd suffered stab wounds to the chest. The North West is set to benefit from more than £1 billion worth of investment in transport links across the region. The motorist is the main beneficiary, with a 60-mile stretch of the M6 motorway from Knutsford in Cheshire to the Midlands being widened to 4 lanes both ways. 3 new tram lanes are expected to be given the green light in Greater Manchester, and trams could be reintroduced on the streets of Liverpool. However, the government package, due to be announced tomorrow, is already attracting criticism.
There's no reason to believe that widening the M6 is going to solve the problems today. When this was tried on the M25, the extra space just filled up within a few years.
Building more roads isn't the answer. However, not building roads is equally not the answer. What we need to deal with the congestion that we're going to see, not only now and tomorrow, but in the years to come, is a combination, a package of measures, more and better roads, much more and much better public transport.
Staying with transport news, Manchester's revamped Piccadilly station has officially reopened after £100 million worth of modernisation. Work began in 1997. A new entrance and concourse are included, and moving walkways, a first time for a mainline station. The Olympic gold medalist Jason Queally unveiled a commemorative plaque to mark the event. Doctors say the condition of an elderly woman who's contracted Legionnaire's disease is improving. The woman had been admitted to hospital in Liverpool with an unrelated illness, Andy Bonner reports.
Kirsty's latest project, A Song for Christmas, with Russell Watson.
Apologise about that. We'll go back now to that story and the Legionnaire's case in Liverpool. Andy Bonner is our reporter there. We'll move on. A man has been arrested due to the death of a teenager following an incident before a football match. 17-year-old Nathan Shaw was attacked with a bottle before Burnley's game with Nottingham Forest. Anna Thomas reports.
The teenager had travelled from his home in Nottingham to see the First Division match at Turf Moor between Burnley and Nottingham Forest. Before the game, he'd been drinking with friends at the Yates's Wine Lodge in the town centre. At around 1 o'clock, a disturbance broke out on nearby St James's Street. In the violence that ensued, Nathan sustained serious head injuries. He was rushed to hospital in Burnley and later transferred to the Royal Preston Hospital, but he died on Sunday morning with his family around him. Burnley Football Club has released a statement expressing its sympathies to Nathan Shaw's family. They say they're continuing to work closely with the police to eradicate football violence. Today, flowers were being laid at the spot where the attack happened. Lancashire police are currently questioning a 19-year-old Burnley man in connection with his death. They say that if anyone has any information about the events of Saturday afternoon, they should call the police.
A man has been arrested by police after 2 children were killed in a car crash in Cheshire. 8-year-old Alex Booker and his sister Neve, aged 5, from High Lee, were being driven by their mother when the collision occurred on Thursday morning. It's believed a car was attempting to overtake at the time. Their mother remains in intensive care with serious injuries. A 44-year-old man from Northwich has been questioned about causing death by dangerous driving. He's been released on police bail until the new year. On to football, and just one result from the Barclaycard Premiership. Manchester City strolled to an away win at the Stadium of Light. Mark Vivian Foe put City ahead just inside the first half. Next on the scoresheet was Sun Jihai, but the best goal came 4 minutes from the end, courtesy of Sean Goater. Final score, Sunderland 0, Manchester City 3. Finally tonight, the opera singer Russell Watson has joined forces with a very brave young lady to battle it out for the top of the charts for Christmas. In her short life, Kirsty Howard's enlisted help from an impressive number of famous people to raise money for a children's hospice in Manchester. Ashley Derricott has more.
Left to live, but she's continued to defy the odds, travelling the length and the breadth of the country raising money, and to date she's raised, I think, in excess of £1.75 million.
If everybody that's been touched by Kirsty in one way or another, either at the Commonwealth Games or the Pride of Britain or the mascot with David Beckham, they've probably thought to themselves, I'd like to do something. She has made something special happen in their day. It might have been a tear or it might have been laughter, but if they all bought this record, it's one way of really, really proving they're behind us.
The centre will receive £1 for every record sold, so Kirsty, Russell and the organisers have between now and Christmas Day to top the charts.
And we wish Kirsty Ann Russ all the best with that track. Let's hope it does make #1. We'll keep a very close eye on that story. And that's news from Granada Television this Monday evening. We're back bright and early. Our first bulletin is shortly after 6:30 tomorrow morning with Rachel Bullock. But until then, from me, goodbye. And we go back now to Trevor MacDonald and the ITV News at 10. Bye-bye.